good evening everyone. So today we are solving another question on LeetCode. It's question number 125, valid palindrome. Okay, so here we'll be given with a string, and we need to the return type is bool, so we need to check if the string is a palindrome or not. So the condition here is we are gonna ignore the spaces or any non-alphanumeric character. So that could be comma, that could be space character, colon, or anything. Okay, and also as you can see in the example here, the first letter is capital but the last letter here is small, but we equate it uh, equally. Okay, so we'll gonna ignore the uppercase and lowercase, so it would not be case sensitive. Okay, so what we can do here is we'll convert the number into the lower form. Okay, so how can we solve this question? First of all, so for people who are familiar, so okay, I'm going to talk about the my approach, okay, which I find it easy and which something that comes in my mind instantly. Many of you might not be aware of that this term, which is string stream. Okay, so string stream often we use when we are given with a long string that contains spaces or special characters, and we have to access a word. For example, we are given with a sentence. Okay, because in sentences there are spaces, okay, and special characters. So if we are given with a sentence and we need to access word by word or character by character, so we can often use string stream. I find it easy because uh, you know uh, the code is simpler here. So I'm gonna introduce you to string stream. So this is how this is what the syntax of string stream is. We write it like this. Okay, but we are given with the string already. Okay, so if we want to feed the string inside the string stream, so we won't do this. Okay, we won't write it like this, we'll write it this way. Okay, on the side we'll write parenthesis and inside it the value. Okay, if we would have been given with for example any particular name, let's say Ria, so we'll write it like this. So in string stream it will the Ria would be fed. Okay, now uh, so what we are gonna do here, one we have to declare, actually we are checking character by character because of course wait a second, let me plug in the charger. Okay, so here of course it's we have to ignore the non-alphanumeric character. So this could be done only when we are checking each character. So here uh, we'll declare a character. Okay, let it be C. Okay, now what we'll gonna do is we'll use a while loop. So while SS in C. Okay, we write it this way when the value is inside the string stream part. If the value would have been in character part, then we write the sign would be opposite. Okay, I if you want me to teach this particular topic, then you can even let me know and I'll teach it in detail. Okay, I can't discuss those concepts here. So for your understanding, at for this context, you can understand that the value is inside string stream. So we write it this way because we are accessing characters from the string stream. So we write it on the left. Okay. Now what we'll gonna do? So here we'll check the condition. So the condition, what would be the condition? So you can write it anyway. The shortcut here is there is already a function which is there, which is called is lnum. Okay, so we'll write is lnum, means is alphanumeric. Okay, so we'll check C. So if it is lnum, so we'll push it. So where we'll push it, let's declare another string. Okay, let this be string st. It will be an empty string. So if we are going to push characters over here. Okay, so st dot push back C. Okay, so now where have we reached? We are pushing characters inside another string. Okay, and it won't push any special characters, it will push only the alphanumeric characters. But the condition here is, as I told you, it's case insensitive. Okay, so we have to convert it into a particular format, like it could be, we can take lowercase also, we can take uppercase also. So here I'm taking lowercase because here uh, you know, you can even take uppercase, there's no issue with that. So what we'll do is we'll write to lower C. Okay, so you need to be familiar with the string library to understand all these functions. Okay, these are the very basic functions. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, for what is the condition for palindrome? The In palindrome, the string from both the ends should be equal. Okay, if we are traversing it from the left or right, it should be equal. For example, a string I can talk about is like let it be Nayan. Okay, Nayan is a word, so Nayan. Even from the backside, uh, it spells the same as from the front. Okay, so here there's a function called reverse. So let's first in order to not lose our original string, we'll declare another string. Let this be O, which is original, and we'll feed the string here. And now we'll gonna reverse our this st string. Okay, so how we'll reverse it? We'll do st dot begin to st dot end. Okay, so this reverse function we often use in vectors and also in string case. Okay, there are various functions that are similar for string and vector. Okay, now the only condition here is we're gonna check if O is equal to st. If it's equal, then what will it return? It will return true. Okay, and we need not to write the else case because we need to return false. Okay, then if it won't run, then the last statement would run automatically and it will return false. Okay, let's run the problem. Yeah, okay, so I hope that uh, you're okay with the solution, and it's understandable. And do let me know if you guys face any issue in the problem while solving it on your own. And yeah, one thing I would like to tell you, that do solve the questions on your own even after seeing the explanation part. Okay, because it's good for your understanding. Otherwise you lack the initial concept, because it's very easy to understand the problem while looking at the video, but then we often tend to forget things. Okay, also one thing I would like to mention here is the time complexity in this case, as we are using while loop here. Okay, so the time complexity here is O of n. Also this function, okay, this reverse function also has the time complexity of O of n, since we are traversing the entire string. Okay, and the space complexity here is O of 1. All right, uh, sorry, the space complexity here is also O of n. There is another optimized approach where we use the two pointer approach. Okay, but I feel that this question it's a easy level problem, so it won't give you any errors either, and time complexity so it's 0 millisecond, so it's fine with this also, because the test cases are limited 487, and with the given input size, it will run for this time complexity as well. However, the time complexity won't change, but we can optimize the space complexity more. So however, there is no need. If you want me uh, to mention this other approach too, then I can also mention. However, in general life we often try to optimize the time complexity, we often don't try optimizing the space complexity that much. But that could be asked. However, if even if you solve it this way, then there won't be any issue. Okay, because our first goal is to optimize the question such that the time complexity is minimized. Okay, so okay, I have ranted a lot. Now this was all about the question, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, keep learning and stay consistent and stay focused. Okay, bye bye.